Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Trilby's Notes. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the rest of this hotel here, now that's normal. The hallway was decorated identically to the majority of the rooms in the Clan Wanbrin Hotel, warmly and pleasantly. Now, we may not be able to investigate much, but I had no business breaking into a room of someone I didn't know. Do it anyways! Knock on the door? There was no reply. There was no reply. The door was locked. The door is locked. Okay, well, you know what? Oh, hey, wait, we got an extra, door here. This was normally a window. The door at the far end was colored differently to the others. A note read, "Emergency fire escape access. Do not attempt to force. In the event of fire, the door will unlock automatically." It would not give when pushed. I saw no direct means of opening it. Ah, but we have a match. And you know what that is right there? That's a smoke detector. It was a circular white heat sensor, presumably tied to the hotel's fire safety systems. And I bet you it'll allow me to circle around and, get... Oh, game, you gotta stop doing that. That legitimately unnerves me. Ah! Ah! I even had the save menu up. Ah, fuck. God damn. I love it. And I hate it. It's a love-hate relationship with this. Jesus, I didn't get to investigate that room at all. Yeah, warmly and pleasantly. Okay, well, okay, it's never gonna, these are never gonna do anything. No reply from any of these. This one might. This one, come in. I'd rather not. There was no reply. Okay, and you could probably do it on any floor, I guess, but... The hotel room was pleasant, but had apparently been built in the times before in-suite bathrooms. The sofa and bed were competing pinks. A small desk was provided, and a television sat on the opposite counter. A color television was mounted on the counter, angled towards the bed for comfortable viewing. A chintzy double bed occupied the corner of the room, either unused or recently made. It was very pink and very tightly stuffed. Very tight. Tight like a tiger. The hotel provided two surfaces. Both were empty of the professor's personal artifacts. He was clearly a man who enjoyed traveling light. Can I, look at more things, specifically? I don't know. The weather on Clan Bronwyn Island was very pleasant in the summer. The sunlight beat down through an unobstructed sky. Professor Chal was his usual upbeat self. He couldn't have seen any of the same things as I. Oh, but wait. Look at the phone! A simple white telephone was positioned by the bed. Prank call. Dial 911. No. 911. Hit the professor. I prefer to leave irons. Okay, fine. I need to be more specific and talk to one of them about something. That's right. Talk to Chahal about the idol. Where did you say the wooden doll from Defoe Manor could be found? Good grief, Terry. I said we discuss it after the fair. As far as I know, it's still in the safe in the hotel office. I bit my tongue before letting slip to the professor that the safe was empty. There was no way I could have explained my knowing that except by admitting I'd cracked it open. Yeah. Can I do it just like this? About, I couldn't, shoot. What was her name? Crap. Oh, talk. I'm trying to see if if it understands. Does it understand that? Okay, it does understand that that's him. So if I talk Professor about the assistant, can I get the name again? Siobhan. Okay, where's Siobhan, Professor? She said she was just going out for a walk outside. Okay, talk about the safe. Oh. Also, I didn't need to talk to him, apparently. Talk. Could you repeat what you told me about the Sea Angel? All I know is that there is a chisel amongst the Defoe Manor artifacts bearing that name. It's in the conference room. It's in the conference hall with the others. I want to go into the conference. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? God damn it. It's. Wait a minute. Am I spelling that? I'm not spelling that. You understand? Oh, it doesn't understand the word. I'm like, I'm not spelling it wrong. Okay, he doesn't know what that. Wonder if you can tell me about being able to get in there. No. What else can I ask him? Oh, talk. Does he know what this is? Huh. Now that's kind of curious. Alright. Talk. Ask Professor about self. I didn't consider that subject relevant. Motherfucker. Alright, you... We're gonna watch some TV. Turn on TV. Theater, yes. Movies at a pinch. But television was where I drew the line. Wow. Watch the boob tube. Alright, well. Good day, Professor. Ah, you fucker. Professor, you're dead. Take a pill. Alright, I fully believe it's random and timing, but with the pill you can easily just quickly get rid of it, unless the pills stop working because I'm popping too many of them. Now, I hope that there aren't too many like puzzle things where it's like I need to go to the other world to complete something, and like I'm just waiting for it and it's just not happening. Huh. Ooh, okay, so let's see here. I was in the main stairwell of the Clan Bronwyn Hotel. Yeah, I know that, but what about this door? An open doorway was the only exit besides the staircases. The door was rather stuck. It was either stuck or locked. After several minutes, I was pretty sure I had succeeded in picking the lock, but the door still refused to open. I'm gonna huff, and I'm gonna puff. And I'm gonna get stuck on the stairway. I wish Trilby could sprint. None of these are going to be relevant. This was my room. Even if there were someone inside, they would probably not advertise their presence by answering. Ha, good call. Oh, hey. Well, you know what? I'll watch my own TV then, damn it. This was a completely standard hotel room, equipped with bed, sofa, and television. A neatly made bed dressed in chintzy fabrics occupied the corner of the room. A firm blue sofa was provided, presumably in order to fill up an empty room space. The view of the island was quite spectacular. Is that a clock there? What is that? I don't know what that is on the far right. A desk stood opposite the bed. Its only feature was a television. Nope. Look at the TV. A deactivated colored television was sitting on the edge of the counter. Turn on TV. I never liked television, and the events of Defoe Manor gave me cause to like it even less. I don't know what this... Like a cabinet? There was a small bedside cabinet serving the right-hand side of the bed. A phone sat on top. It's always like, what word am I looking for? Use the phone. Should probably be more specific. Pick up the phone. I doubted I could have taken that with me. Alright, well, you know what? Smart guy. Why don't you trip out and warp to the other world again? Or not. We got this to try now. Let us light match. Okay. Nice. Click. Oh, okay. It's not going to set off an alarm, though? I pushed my way through the door and descended the fire escape. Oh, it gets us... Okay, doesn't matter what floor it is. This was to get us into the back. Makes sense. It's all coming up Millhouse. Okay. The hotel's rear yard was more or less bare, but for an old workbench and a fire escape running up the building. The grass was extremely patchy and poorly maintained. Presumably guests normally wouldn't be allowed here. We're breaking the law, breaking the law. The tall wooden fence enclosed the entire yard. It was dark inside. The room beyond was probably rarely used. It was probably used for garden maintenance, tool storage, that sort of thing. An old iron crowbar was the only tool being stored at the time. Ooh, can I use the crowbar to pry the doors in the other world, take the pills, and warp into there? I wasn't close enough. You seem close enough to me, Trilby. I took the crowbar with me. Perhaps it could serve a purpose. Yeah, use crowbar on self. The crowbar was very old. I doubted it possessed the necessary strength to do that. Party pooper. If this was a MacVenture game, that would have absolutely worked. Okay. And that's all I need, because now... Okay, I just need to... now I need to warp. To try what I'm thinking, at least. Climb. I climb back up the ladder and enter the same floor I'd come from. It does remember which floor, though. That's kind of interesting. I can presumably do it from any floor, but that it just remembers. Now, will it auto-warp me? Every time I'm going through a transition now, I'm like weary if it's going to warp me or not. But in this case, I want that. I want to try warping there with my crowbar, because I seem to keep my inventory, which, speaking of... I don't have the thing anymore. The match. It is gone. It was an old rusty crowbar, the strength of which I was seriously unsure of. You know why? Because we need it to pry it open, and then it needs to break. I swear I've played so many games where crowbars break after the one intended use. It's like it's the way they make it. It's like, it's kind of rusty. It might break soon, so that you can't keep it with you. All the time that happens. Alright, good. I was really expecting it to shift there. It still unnerves me. I honestly don't know if dude is going to pop up randomly at some point, but use crowbar on boards. As I suspected, the stress proved too much for the ancient crowbar, which was bent to uselessness. I discarded it. Yeah, but it gets me in there. See? Oh! Oh, it's got the same thing on the wall. Also, this place sucks. 2 stars. Why not 1? Well, you know, it's... Actually, I don't know why I'm giving it 2 stars. I changed my mind. 1 star. Judging by the smell, this room had probably not been ventured into for years. Desiccated corpses dangled from the ceiling, left to rot by some warped interior decorator. The prerequisite bloodstains had faded to an ugly brown color over time. It did not make them any less unnerving. It had been used to dab some kind of symbol on the north wall. A circle containing 4 triangles and a square. It was evidence of paganistic rituals, but the exact nature of them remained a mystery. Look at the trash in that corner. Look at the trash bag. Fuck you. Look at the garbage. You garbage, kid. You garbage. More wretched victims of the alternate hotel. Their advanced age indicated that the dreadful sights that filled this place were by no means a recent addition. Say hi. Okay. So, we're going to warp in a sec here. Grim metal tables stood below the corpses. I didn't even want to think about what crimes had been committed on those surfaces. I could see nothing but darkness outside the window. Perhaps the area beyond had been walled in. Alright, and that's boarded up. There's nothing else of interest. Look at the chains. Look at the... Look! At the ceiling. Came with some warp material. Same thing. Okay. Let's try warping. Oh! Fucking my ass! I just realized. You know what I have to do? Fuck! It only works when you transition. I need to do it in the correct direction. Now take a pill. Took another pill, and now open the door. Yep. I bet you I would have done it wrong otherwise. I would just be sitting outside the door. Okay, and this proves that like this isn't just Trilby hallucinating. He is literally warping between realms right now because we're in here now. Professor Charles' antique show was as sparse as its small venue would indicate. A couple of tables were laid out with various trinkets, and a charred rocking chair was the centerpiece. On the north wall, there were 3 framed monochrome photographs of scenes from around Clanbronwyn Island, obviously placed by the hotel and not part of the exhibits. Look at this table here. There's an unopened bottle of some kind of soft drink sitting on the end table in the corner. On the display tables, I recognized one or two Defoe Manor artifacts among the miscellaneous knickknacks. A set of manacles, rescued no doubt from the mayor's basement, stood out the most. I spotted the chisel the professor had mentioned next to the pile of books on the north table. I took the drink with me. Something told me it would come in useful. Speedy Cola. Oh, Speedy Cola. That makes me think of another video game. And which video game am I thinking of? Am I thinking of Call of Duty? What's the isn't it one of the perks you can get, some kind of thing? I don't know. And now my brain's thinking of Nuka-Cola or whatever from Fallout. I never played Fallout, so I know it's a thing. I don't know. I'm talking about other games at this point. Speedy Cola, a highly effective energy drink. I usually steer clear of caffeine. It tends to make me agitated. You wouldn't like me when I'm agitated. A couple of valuable antique books. I recognized one of them from Defoe Manor's library. The others were unknown to me. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. I was not in the mood for reading matter. Well, how dare you? Look at that rocking chair. Okay, look. Rocking chair. You only notice one word? Motherfucker. Okay, hold on. Look the room. Charred rocking chair. Look rocking chair. I didn't understand the word rocking. You motherfucker. You literally described it in your thing right here. Why would I not want to look at the chair? An involuntary shudder went through me as recognition dawned. It was the same chair from the living room in Defoe Manor, the room I'd opted to sleep in for those 5 days. What else is on here? Artifacts, manacles, and the chisel. Look at the bottles. Speedy Cola. No, look at the manacles. They were blackened, but still recognizable from the manacles from John Defoe's basement prison. If anything would retain some of John Defoe's malevolent power, those manacles would. I refused to touch them. Oh, come on! Live a little, and then die. What else is on here on this thing? That. And what is this? What is this right here? Is it like a crest? What is this right here? Look at the shield. Look at the floor. various trinkets, char rocket jar. What is a centerpiece? Oh, okay. Okay. I need this chisel, but as we've learned, I am now suspicious of anything that has like some kind of connection or significance or importance to the Defoe Manor, because we've seen that we had one flashback. I'm going to just guess that, just for game design, he's probably going to have some more flashbacks. I could be entirely wrong about that. And there's a chance that touching this or any of the artifacts, like from the actual thing, whenever it lets us actually touch them, will warp us back. So if we're going to warp into a thing, we're going to do that in the next video. But you know what? Actually, maybe let's try it. Let's see if it warps us. We'll stop after we warp. A loud buzzing played in my ears, and my vision began to cloud as I reached over and laid my hand upon the tool. Yep. See, we're gonna warp again. I like this. I think it's a cool mechanic. I think this is a great way to be able to tell the story. Oh boy. Somewhere in the Atlantic, July 25th, AD 1789. And that's, I think, where I'm going to leave you guys. Cliffhanger. Because I don't know how long this sequence will actually go for. So, this is just a little sneak peek. So, you're going to have to wait till next video for us to see what this flashback is. So, we'll go ahead and call this one here. And in the next video, we'll check out what this flashback has. We'll see if all of them actually let us move around, or if this one will just tell a story and then flash us back. There's no guarantee that we actually can interact in all of them. But either way, we'll leave this on a cliffhanger. So we'll check this out in the next video.